We've got a question from the audience, and I will throw this over to whoever wants to take it. It's from Lawrence Lombard in Oregon, who asks, "Did we learn anything?"
I'll I can take that, I guess.
Take it
I
through.
would say that, I think we've learned a lot. I think the FBI, just looking through their lens, they did learn something. And um, if we look at the Montana Freeman standoff a couple years later, they were willing to wait forever, and they waited, 88 days, far longer than Waco. If they were to approach Waco again now, they would fence it off and they would wait forever until they ran out of water and ran out of food. They would never make the decision to go in with gas like they did. And so I think, from a law enforcement perspective, we did learn something. I think us as a nation, I think we're still reckoning with the fallout from Waco. And back to your question earlier, why this was the event. My brother touched on it, that these groups were kind of waiting for an event of some kind after Ruby Ridge, and Waco came so soon after this kind of coalescing of all these disparate groups. And then, as Giovanni said, it was on television for 51 days, and everyone was asking ourselves, how is this going to end? How is this going to end? And then it ended the way it did, in such a tragic and spectacular fashion. I think it was beyond the event that they were waiting for. It was the most, incredible recruiting tool, I think, for that movement. But I think we're still reckoning with the threat that this movement has spawned. And I think in the last handful of years, I think we've started to look in the mirror a little bit more and look internally at the threat that coming from within this country. And it's something that I think we've really wanted to ignore for a long time, but are finally starting to pay attention to.